Hey guys, my name is Jordan. Welcome to the channel where my goal is to help you guys find the right guitars for the music you write. Now, the guitar I've got for you guys today is a Martin 000 X series. Now, this is one of the older ones, so it's not one that you can go and buy brand new right now, but there is another one, the 000 X2E. That's pretty much the exact same thing as this that you can still buy brand new. We're going to talk about these guitars, and I'm really excited to share this video with you because this has been a great songwriting tool for me. But before I go any further, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe, and if you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys have something you'd like to share, if you have one of these guitars and you'd like to share an opinion about it or a story or something like that, please leave that in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys on this kind of stuff. With that, let's get into the rest of the video. Now, I'm coming at this guitar from a songwriter perspective. My opinions are based off of having used this guitar for about 3 months. I played one other 000, this says the X Series Special inside. I played one of these about 4 or 5 years ago, and I really enjoyed it, and then that was in a Guitar Center. This one I found on eBay for a pretty good price. I picked this one up for, I don't know, less than $400. And this guitar has a stupid, a stain over it that there is a little bit of a clear coat or like a satin finish that's on the top of these. And it's a lot cheaper to produce. But when this one was done, the clear coat was not sanded down enough. So the finish is actually starting to wear off, which I actually love. I think it looks really cool. It looks kind of vintage and kind of vibey, which I really enjoy. The specs on these guitars are 24 and 3/4 inch scale length. They have a solid Sitka spruce top with X bracing. They have Fishman electronics. You can't really see them, but they're on the inside here, which I'm not going to be demoing today, so you're out of luck if that's what you're here for. They have a Richlite fingerboard and bridge. They also have a laminated neck, which is great, and I'll get to that in just a second. Veneer over the headstock with the Martin insignia. I guess I should take that tuner off. But overall, they're really cool little guitars. And what I love about the tone of these guitars is they are kind of, like a Dreadnought's got this like deep resonance. This one just has instant sound, and as soon as you cut it off, it's done. So I really like that response. It's just a fun, different type of guitar to play. I've been playing bigger body guitars for a long time. So, finally getting my hands on a 000. I've never owned an actual 000 guitar. I've owned a bunch of Dreadnoughts, some auditorium guitars and stuff like that. But this has been a really fun experience. And I've got several reasons why I think these are a great guitar. First off, because of the body style and size, these are a great travel guitar. And kind of merging with that, just the size and everything, they're very durable, which also makes them a great travel guitar. I've taken this one to several different places, and a couple of times actually, it's had to sit in my car for a couple of days at a time, and 30-degree weather or so is really hard on an actual good acoustic guitar. This one, I left it in there. I left it in my car because I had no other choice. And it actually held tune pretty well. It wasn't, the action wasn't all messed up after the cold. And that's due to 2 reasons. First off, the bodies are made out of HPL, which is high pressure laminate, which is pretty much, I don't know what the actual ingredients to make it are. Lots of glue, I assume. There's some wood in there. I've never actually broken one of these apart, but I've seen pictures of them online that are all broken apart, and they're like, wood that's laminated and then glued together like crazy. So they're much more durable than a regular guitar would be. They're also kind of brittle, so if you smash the sides in there, it's pretty hard to repair them. But the other reason that these are great travel guitars and, very durable is because of the neck and the fingerboard. So the fingerboard is made out of Richlite, which is another composite material that Martin has. And the laminated necks, they feel really good. So some guys will probably have an issue that they're not a solid, like a mahogany or something. I actually don't care. These sound really good and they feel really good to my hands. And that's just player's preference. I had a Martin GPC that was American made. It had a mahogany neck, rosewood back and side, solid spruce top, the works. It was a nice guitar, but I didn't really like the neck on it. It was too big. This one's about perfect for my hand, so it really comes down to just player preference. And yeah, so as far as like if you're a traveling musician or you need a guitar that sounds pretty good to take on the road with you, I would definitely recommend one of these. My third reason why these are a great guitar is because they are cheaper than a Rhodes Series or a US model. And some guys will claim that these are not even a Martin guitar. And I would disagree with that because they sound like a Martin. Martin has a very particular sound. I don't know if it's the way the bracing is or just the way the necks are set. You know, something about these Martins, they all have the same accent, if you will. And I love that about these guitars. So they don't sound as good as a US or a Rhodes Series guitar, just acoustically. But honestly, as soon as you plug it in, you're barely going to be able to tell the difference. So you can buy one of these for $650. The next Rhodes Series is the 0010, which has a mahogany top on it, and I believe those go for $899 brand new, if I remember correctly. And I will leave that up on the screen here if I'm wrong. And then after that, it's the 0012, which I believe is $1,249. I'll leave that also up on the screen. But these are a lot cheaper. So if you need a guitar to gig with and you don't have the money to give for a better acoustic guitar, these will still sound fine plugged in. They'll sound like any other piezo guitar. So bringing us around to my last point, in that these guitars sound really good for the price point they're at. Like I said earlier in the video, you can buy a 00 X2E for about $649. And then, you know, tax, and obviously I'm in the United States, the year is 2024. So if you're watching this video in the future or in a different country, prices are going to be a little different. But these guitars really do sound good. And I'm not just saying that because I have one, and transparently, I am probably going to sell this one in the next 6 months or so to buy something a little bit higher end. So I'm not just trying to advertise so that I can sell this guitar. That's not it. I really do enjoy the sound of it. And this one, it's starting to get a little fret buzz, so it's going to need a readjustment at some point soon. But it really is an enjoyable, fun guitar to play. And honestly, that's the most important part of your guitar, is if you enjoy playing it, you'll write better songs on it. So I'm going to play you guys a couple of songs, and just acoustically, I'm not going to sing with it or anything like that, just so you guys can hear the guitar. And we're going to work our way up the neck a little bit with the capo, play in a few different keys, and I hope you guys enjoy this part of the video. I'll give you a few thoughts at the end. guys enjoyed those sound samples, and I hope you guys like these guitars. I really think they're cool. And I'm sure a ton of you guys that are going to watch this video have these. So I would love to know what you think about these truly in the comments. And like I said at the beginning, please be respectful, please be kind. But yeah, I'd love to know like actually what you think about them. If you hate them, if you love them, I would really like to know. So as far as final thoughts for this guitar, I stand by everything I said in this video. These are a great travel guitar. They're pretty durable and very enjoyable to play. They sound pretty good, and they are cheaper than a Rhodes Series guitar, but you'll get pretty much the same results plugged in as you would with a Rhodes Series if you are playing gigs and stuff. So that's, you know, they're not a recording guitar by any means, but they are definitely a working singer-songwriter kind of guitar, and I really enjoy mine. So I guess there's not much more I can tell you after that, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you will subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and I hope you will give this video a thumbs up and you will comment below. All those things would help. Really trying to grow the channel this year in 2024. So if you are interested in this kind of guitar content, I guess I would hope that you would stick around so that I can share some more with you in the future. I've got some cool videos coming up, and I look forward to seeing you there. Have a good one.